Hi guys, this is Evelyn. I felt like pulling cards for all 12 signs. So that's what we're going to do now. All 12 signs going into the end of July 2021 for Aries through Pisces. Aries through Pisces. Oop, stuck there. So what's going on with you guys? Aries through Pisces through the end of July. Now through the end of July. For Aries through Pisces, all 12 signs. What's going on? All right, Aries through Pisces, all 12 signs. Aries through Pisces, all 12 signs. All right, first card out for Aries is the Ten of Swords reversed, which is actually good. For me, that's the Bliss card. And we're going to put four headers up top for each element. So this will be the fire signs and the summary from the bottom of the deck. We'll do that at the end. So we have Taurus, the Queen of Swords reversed. Gemini has the Four of Swords reversed. And Cancer with the Six of Wands reversed. What's going on with you guys here? And then we have for Leo, the Six of Swords. For Virgo, we have the Temperance card reversed. Then we have Libra, which is the Sun upright. Yay, Libra. And then we have Scorpio, which is the Eight of Pentacles upright. Then we have Sagittarius with the Eight of Swords upright, feeling a little imprisoned there. And then we have Capricorn, which is the King of Pentacles, which is so Capricorn energy in their power. And then we have Aquarius with the Page of Swords reversed. So somebody's up to something there. Some negative self-talk or some lies or rumors there going on. And then Pisces, for the last sign, is the Three of Wands reversed. Let's push these up just a little bit more. All right, we have the Lenormand Reverie as well as the mini Rider-Waite cards, and we're going to roll a die for every sign as well. So from the bottom of the deck for each sign, the elements of fire, which is the Hierophant reversed. And then for the earth signs, we have the World upside down. And then for the air signs, we have the Seven of Wands upright. And for the water signs, we have the King of Cups reversed. And then the underlying energy is the Emperor for everybody. So I guess everybody's dealing with an Emperor. And I'm going to take a card from the top two overall. So on the other side here, we have Justice. So there's a lot of major arcana around everybody, but not necessarily specifically for each sign. So here we have the Emperor as the underlying energy, and then the closing energy over here of Justice. So there is justice for all in the end. Let's see, we have major arcanas for Virgo and Libra here, and that's it. And then for the groups up here, we have majors for the fire signs and the earth signs, but they're both reversed. It doesn't mean these are negative necessarily. You know, the world's kind of upside down for everybody these days, but just more so for the earth signs pronounced right now. And this can be a breakaway from the establishment for the fire signs. That might be a good thing. So let's see what else is going on. So I would say, yeah, so Libra definitely has some great sun energy here. That could be vacation as well. And then Capricorn here has the King of Pentacles, which is right in their element. So feeling very much in their power. And literally the King of Pentacles can be this Emperor, and this Sunshine Libra can be the Justice card right here, because they're very much in their power right here. And the only other major is Virgo, which is reversed, which can be some impatience, or perhaps you are a patient, that's why it's reversed right now. Let's see, we're going to put down some other cards as well. So I just want to shuffle the Lenormand Reverie cards while I'm talking to you guys. So Aries, you have the Ten of Swords reversed, which is all about the worst of the pain being over. You know, it's the end of the pain cycle. But for me, that's the bliss state when the swords are actually falling out of your back, is when it feels the best, right? Because that's when the pain releases. So let's see what the Lenormand Reverie wants to tell you about this Ten of Swords. And you also have the Hierophant reversed there, which can be a divorce. That can be a breaking away of from a contract, from religion, establishment, from societal norms, anything that's typical. You're being more outside the box as far as all of the fire signs are concerned. So thinking outside the box, being more spiritually oriented, breaking away from things you've been committed to for a long time, but the worst is now over and the bliss is starting to set in. So actually that's really good for you, Aries. So let's see what the Lenormand Reverie says for Aries, along with this Ten of Swords reversed. This is for Aries, 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 Aries. Take a deep breath, Aries. I think it's been a while. Okay, we have, oh, look at that. You have the storks. I love this card in this deck. It's deliverance, you know, they're both looking up. They've nested at the Y in the road in this tree here. They have the sun breaking through. This is the cosmic golden egg here. And it's the 17 card of dreams coming true with the star. So you went through something big and you're at the end of the cycle and something big is being birthed here for you now. I'm going to put this back in the deck because I want to have each of the signs have a chance to get all of the cards in this deck, okay? So, and by the way, the bottom of the deck for you is the compass, right? Following your true north. For Taurus here, we have the Queen of Swords, right? The Queen of Swords is not something you want to see reversed, right? She can be bitchy, she can be lying, she can be in negative self-talk, she can be very verbally abusive, she can be very deeply wounded as her world may be upside down. And by the way, we have both Aries and Taurus are in swords. So you're connected to Gemini and to both Leo and Sagittarius. So all the fire signs are in swords energy, as well as Taurus and Gemini and Aquarius as well, which is Aquarius and Gemini's natural energy anyway. It's all kind of a negative energy there, except for Leo. Leo's finding peace and so is Aries. But the other sword signs are struggling right now. So, but you guys could all be connected in that way. All right, so all fire signs can be connected to each other along with Taurus, Gemini, and Aquarius there. So let's see what's going on with Taurus. Why is she the Queen of Swords? Why is she in pain? Because obviously she doesn't take it out on other people unless she's had pain to begin with. So why is her world upside down? Is she dealing with a Pisces? And again, Aries could be dealing with a Taurus reversed over here. And here we have Taurus. So these two could be dealing with each other. Aries dealing with Taurus, and then Taurus could be dealing with Pisces. And neither one of them are upright, so that's not good. You know, dealing with either difficulty with that person, or maybe they're just going through a hard time. But the Queen of Swords here is obviously coming through a hard time. And here we have some good luck coming in for Taurus. And look what the next card is the Star with dreams coming true. So that's really beautiful for you, Taurus. So if you've been going through a very difficult time, your luck's about to change here. There may be commitment as well. Wow, Taurus. So you really paid your dues there. Things are about to turn around. The bottom of the deck is the book, which is secrets or secret knowledge. That could be the Bible too if you're religious, but it really has to do with secret knowledge and cracking the codes. Maybe you've been cracking the codes and this is what you've come out with. You can't get much better than that, Taurus. This is beautiful. All right, so now we have Gemini. Gemini, you have the Four of Swords reversed, which is perhaps not being able to sleep well. Are you up night stressed? Are you rising above that? Are you levitating because you're so numb that you haven't slept? Or are you awakening and coming out about something? You're not focused on the heart anymore. Maybe you've been doing that for a long time and you're kind of sick of it. But you also have the standing up for yourself. But he's not on the high ground. He's on the same level as the others. So this is like coming down to their level to speak, you know, face to face, one to one on the same level. No one's above anyone else. But this is someone also taking their stance as far as what their beliefs are. And if these guys don't like that, that's fine, but they're doing what they want to do. They look like they're about to relight a torch. And they're coming out about it. And this is Gemini. So what else does Gemini have with the Lenormand Reverie? And we have 2 cards coming up for you, the home and the book of knowledge again. Okay, so there's, you may be defending your home, perhaps defending its book value. Maybe someone wants to buy your home and they're not offering you the right price. There could be some secrets that come out around your house, out around your house that you didn't know about. And maybe somebody's calling you on it, but you weren't aware of it. So you're defending yourself that you didn't know that about your house. So maybe if you're showing your house, something turned up that you didn't disclose because you didn't know about it. Maybe it's causing some sleepless nights. Maybe you have to fix something in your house that's going to cost you money that you weren't expecting. So again, the secret book of what things cost or their true value. What do you have to pay out? Do you have to fix, something that's expensive like a roof or a heater and air conditioner, that kind of stuff? And where do you find the truth about what they should be charging you or what you should be charging others? You could also just be in a hotel room looking at the Bible in the door. But you're numb. You could be just isolating in your house for safekeeping and not allowing anyone else to come in. Okay, there is good luck coming in for you here. Maybe 3 wishes are going to come in for you. But you could be kind of like, barricading yourself in the house, not allowing others to come in to interfere with your energy for whatever reason. And the bottom of the deck for you is the polar bear. Okay, that could be a mother who's kind of icy, but she's melting a little bit, getting her nose out of the water, right? The polar caps are melting, so it's not ice anymore, but it's getting cold or melting into water as opposed to ice. But the polar bears is also about the pushy mama bear and the powers that be and having to make a choice. Which door to open? Like someone's knocking on this came up in my twin flame read today. Someone's knocking at the door, someone's ringing the bell. So there's 2 doors there at the top of the stairs. And it looks like the polar bear is going up to one of the doors to knock on them. So that was the underlying energy for you. And then you have the home and the book here. You could just be home reading a book as well. Maybe a story about getting your wish or 3 wishes, the genie, cracking codes, all that kind of energy is coming up here. Or going into your safe about something for good luck, for good keeping, for safekeeping. And then you have the star as the next card. So things are definitely turning around here. It's interesting that there's some negative cards here, but everyone's getting really positive energies around that, about the turnaround right now. And notice that we're going from Cancer to Leo, which is a big shift because Cancer is very moody and homebody-ish. And then we're going into Leo, which we're approaching Lionsgate on 8/8. And Leo is all about shining your light and being the center of attention. So it's like this shift going on. So let's see what's going on with, I'm going to pull some the mini cards too after I go through this round. So here we have Cancer, and Cancer has the 6 of Wands. And here we have the King of Cups reversed. So he's either detached emotionally unavailable, he could be drinking, he could be depressed, he could just be over-emotional in general, or just kind of sad and not, feeling some melancholy and not wanting to deal with anyone. So that's coming up for all the water signs. But for Cancer, you're feeling like a failure, or maybe you fell off the wagon, perhaps being, attention-seeking behavior, right? Being needy, or just doing something under the radar. Maybe you're doing something under the radar with this water sign energy here. So why does Cancer have the 7 of Wands reversed? Whoops. All right, we have the communication card here. This is about big groups talking, connecting with a lot of other people. So you could be online doing a lot of tweeting, a lot of emailing, socializing, feeding the birds. We have the powers that be here too. That can have to do with school, any kind of institution, whether it's the government, whether it's healthcare institutions, whether it's schools. But there's a lot of people here. This could be a community that you deal with online, but you may be doing it under the radar. Maybe you don't want anyone to know. Maybe you don't want the King of Cups to know. And there's some Cancer energy there. So it's definitely your energy with the powers that be, and a lot of talk around the powers that be. Perhaps some kind of institution that you're connected with. And there could be a King of Cups reversed if that's not happy with you, or that's your energy of the King of Cups reversed. Perhaps being a little touchy. We're still in Cancer season, about to shift into Leo. So yeah, you may just be, and there's an angry man energy here. So somebody's angry. This could be a Cancer who's angry regarding institution and gossip perhaps, or just a lot of talk, or just, you know, birds talking, assuming that's women, you know, just talking too much or gossiping regarding this energy of Cancer, Cancer season, your energy. But this could be an angry Cancer man, or this could be someone else who's upset with you as a Cancer person. He looks like he's got a chip on his shoulder, like the man from Mars. So that's Cancer. So he may have burned bridges with you, or you may have burned bridges with him. And somebody may be confused about this. Okay, maybe some confusion on how to get back to center again, how to rebalance energies. And the bottom of the deck here is the puppy. Someone's got a puppy dog face. They want you to take the leash and lead them. Maybe they want you to take them for a walk up the mountains, whether it's a real puppy dog or whether that's a person, a child, or someone who loves you, who wants you to go on a hike with them. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Leo. Leo, look, you look like you're moving to peace, or maybe you're going on vacation. Maybe you're on the ocean, out on your boat. And here we have these two coming up for you. So again, these were what were coming up for Cancer after the first couple of cards. So this could be crossing bridges to get somewhere, or maybe got lost on the way to the beach or the way to the lake. Yeah, a lot of different ways here and back and through, going through a maze, and you're not sure how to get where you're going, confused, but you're making peace with it no matter what. It's like how you learned a lesson already about just going with the flow, and so you're just going with the flow, even though you can't figure out where you're going yet. You're just going with it no matter what, even if you don't get it yet. It's okay. Let's see what else. Up and look, and there, when you get to the juicy center, there's a gift waiting for you. There's a gift and a choice of doors to open for you. And this also for me is the 2 as 1 card, where people come together and then they go apart for a little bit and then they come back together. So there could be a gift of coming back together with someone because you found your way through the maze back to yourself again. So actually for Leo, that's really nice energy. The bottom of the deck, though, is the angry man with a chip on his shoulder. So you may be connected to Cancer over here, or you have Cancer in your chart. Yeah, and he's coming up with that moon card again. So there could be a Cancer man who's angry, or he could be in one of the powers that be that you're dealing with, Leo. And again, Leo, you have this about breaking. You could be burning bridges with the establishment here, or a divorce, or a Taurus person, but you're making peace with it and you're going with the flow regarding the establishment and justice for all. So let's go into Virgo now, which has the Temperance card reversed, which is impatience, losing patience, losing your temper. This can be a fallen angel as well. It's like not the higher love. Let's see why that's coming up for you guys. And don't forget, the world is upside down here. Perhaps you're needing closure regarding something, or you're dealing with a Sagittarius reversed. Remember, this doesn't have to be you. This is your energy. So there may be a Sagittarius reversed that you're dealing with, and a Pisces reversed over here. They could be kids as well. So I wanted to look up too here for Cancer. With the fire energies here in Cancer, you could be dealing with all of the air signs, since the air sign has fire there, and then also you have Pisces here. So there'd be a connection between Cancer and Pisces as well, and all the air signs in a general sense. All right, so Virgo, why do you have the Temperance card reversed? Virgo, why do you have the Temperance card reversed? There's a letter, communication, some kind of documentation that's coming through with the snake. Oh, that's not good news. So that's for you. So this Sagittarius, whether they're getting the bad news and you're just related to them, or they're sending you this bad news, or you're sending it to them. But it could be a very biting letter or message or document that you need to deal with. This could also have to do with the poison. So what we're dealing with right now, that could be a letter about this or new information that comes out about that, about the, the poison in the Garden of Eden here with the apples. Also, this can have to do with the Crazy 8 dance and sealing the deal there. But it's not an easy deal to seal, It may be kind of cutthroat to get it sealed. But you may be contracting with someone it may be difficult to take care of. And the bottom of the deck is, just be careful, Virgo. You're dealing with a lot of risk here and masks and faces. So this could be dealing with, with COVID and stuff and getting the jab and that kind of thing. So just be careful. You may be researching documentation regarding this and how much of a risk it is. Okay, and Virgo is very healthcare oriented, so you may be doing that, or be dealing with someone who's thinking about doing it or trying to get you to do it. And so you're just doing some investigating here, or found out some new information already. And again, there's the loving lady here at the end, okay, of a very spiritual nature. So you may be a very spiritual person and not believe in any of this stuff. And that's why you're investigating it more, perhaps for yourself or somebody else who could be a Sagittarius, or someone who's a fallen angel that you know of, and maybe you're doing research because of that. The bottom of the deck is the fish and the abundance. So again, there may be information about the health of fish in certain places. And it could just be about your own abundance. Well, maybe that you're at the beach or the shore as well, because we have the fish and the anchor in the water as well. And this could be cutting ties. And remember, we have the world upside down up here, which can be, that can be the divine feminine, the 5D as well. So it could be a very spiritual journey and going through a difficult time right now. You are connected to Taurus and all these other energies around you. You are a major arcana, so it is a big deal. Losing patience, losing your temper, or somebody else losing their temper with you. And actually this could be Virgo and Taurus dealing with this Virgo. Remember, Taurus had really positive energy, but they may be dealing with this person, and that could be someone who's just really hurt by them. But this could be a Virgo. And this could be a Sagittarius that Virgo's dealing with, unless you have Sagittarius in your chart. So again, there's some abundance here, but you may be dealing with healthcare stuff and what you find in the water, anchoring in abundance regarding drinking healthier water. Maybe you're getting filters for the house. Maybe there was a breakthrough regarding something that just came out. This could be regarding a relationship as well. That's very abundant here. Okay, with a foxy person, perhaps. But there is abundance here at the bottom of the deck here. Remember, though, that fish, they never stop. They keep going, so it might be hard to pin them down. But again, somebody's just researching into the you-know-what stuff. And this could be someone, that could be a Virgo who's very, spiritually oriented again. So there you go. It's not as bad as you thought, but there may be someone around you who's dealing with that energy there of losing their patience. And you could definitely be losing your patience as well. You could be losing your patience with the institutions and what they're forcing people to do, that kind of stuff. So again, we're all dealing with the powers that be and justice for all. So here we have Libra with the sun, exposing all, sunshine, vacation, happiness, full energy, and then standing up to people, but on their level, not being above or below, but just dealing with them face to face, but also standing up for your beliefs and not allowing others to push you around. And it looks like you're, about to light a torch here. And maybe there's others that don't want you to do that. So you may be exposing something that others around you may not agree with. So let's see what the Lenormand Reverie says for Libra. So why does Libra have the sun here, which is beautiful energy? This is for Libra, Libra, Libra. Here we go. A gift. Look at that. And again, you have that choice of path here. There's a gift of a choice of 2 doors, and there's no wrong choice there. This is also about coming together with someone, like I said, together here, and then they split apart and they come back together on the other side. It's like they each had to travel their own path to come back together again. So there could be a gift coming together here for you of good luck, getting your wishes, the genie coming together, again, a dream come true. And it could be coming through in a letter. So this is going into the Virgo energies, the Virgo cards. So you may be connected with Virgo or have Virgo in your chart as well. But it looks really nice. Looks like a gift is coming of a choice of path with good luck, 3 wishes, dreams come true in a letter or some kind of communication or documentation that's coming through that makes you really happy. And again, you're standing up for yourself regarding whatever this is. Or maybe you're announcing to people something they didn't know. And so people are settling down about it. Either way, it's very positive energy for Libra there. Then we have Scorpio here, who's busy at work, working into the night. Perhaps you're working late hours. You're dealing with this King of Cups reverse, unless that's you. Maybe you're tuckered out or wanting to be emotionally detached. Maybe you're doing too much at work and you need a break. So let's see what's going on with Scorpio. Dealing with the powers that be and being fair to everybody with justice for all. And it's interesting that we have Aries and Libra. So Aries and Libra came up, that axis came up earlier today in a read too. So we're really dealing with that energy of, you know, in your face Aries as just pushing forward to that new start, just jumping right in. And then Libra, which needs to balance everything and not allow things to go too fast. Make things fair for everybody. All right, so for Scorpio, why does Scorpio have the working card here and the King of Cups reversed? The loving man with a lot of people talking. It's making me think of my son because he's teaching tennis at camp right now with a bunch of kids. So that's the energy that's coming up right here. Someone being very sweet, but maybe overwhelmed because there's a lot of chatter, there's a lot of talk, a lot of birds to feed, and just doing a lot of work. And, you know, Scorpios often, especially Scorpio men, can really put their whole self into their work. Not that Scorpio women don't, but I don't, as far as time. Well, Scorpio women too can do that too. But they tend to, that's something really good about Scorpios. They tend to only be drawn to the things that truly resonate with them, you know. It has to really resonate with them. But here's, you know, this is someone who's, you know, on his own. Maybe he's feeling romantic feelings about someone, and there's a lot of birds around here, which may be a gift for him. Maybe he's shy, and maybe this is helping him break out of his shell. It may be a blessing in disguise that he's dealing with all this energy, but maybe he doesn't know what to do with it all. But now he's actually, maybe where he didn't have any choices, now he's got multiple choices. And maybe thinking about a commitment as well. And this could be a work commitment as well. But the bottom of the deck is be careful, Scorpio, because there is that snake energy. And again, this could have to do with, you know, drinking the juice or getting the you know what. But there is abundance here regarding the power man here, the powers that be. But there's some difficult energy here in your underlying energy, you know, cutting through the crap, dealing with angry people, you know, bosses or other guys around who have a chip on their shoulder. But overall, there's a lot of abundance. And then just dealing with some snake in the grass. You know, you could be dealing with bug bites, and again, some people could be dealing with the bug, or having a cold, or some other kind of issues, or getting food poisoning, or anything like that could be coming up here. And again, also wanting to seal the deal or contracting with someone, but it's a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing to close the deal with. So that was coming up for someone else as well. But overall, you're getting some really beautiful energies here after dealing with a snake, perhaps. And again, the snake could be the King of Cups reversed. That could be another water sign, because you're coming up upright here. Or you're dealing with someone else who's working in the night and you're being difficult over here as the King of Cups reversed. So whichever way it goes for you. And remember, you're dealing with the powers that be. It's underneath here too. Oh, who's very inspired. And then there is justice for all in the end, so no worries. All right, so let's go on to Sagittarius. So again, Scorpio, you could be connected with Capricorn over here, who's also Pentacles. And you actually could be dealing with any of the earth signs, because we have the world, which is Pisces, which is water. But mostly, it looks like you're connected to Capricorn and they're looking at you. So that could be your boss. That could be someone who's keeping an eye on you. He doesn't look too concerned. He's looking up. Maybe he doesn't get you. It's really funny, actually. Okay. I love the looks on some of their faces sometimes. Okay, now we're over here at Sagittarius, and Sagittarius looks like they're having some anxiety or fears or feeling like they're in a mental prison or literally in jail. So why? When Leo's in peace, the key to set you free, you're getting your freedom. So if you are in jail, you're getting out, and it's a dream come true. So whether it's a real jail or your own mental jail, you're getting out and dreams are coming true, and there's a commitment here again. Beautiful energies for Sagittarius. The worst is over regarding a divorce, a break from a contract, religion, the establishment, whatever it is for you. It's good. You're getting out of jail. Maybe you're getting a get out of jail free card, and you have abundance again at the bottom here. After somebody was very difficult, whether this was you with a chip on your shoulder in jail or in your own prison, now all of a sudden abundance comes through with flow, which then brings the key to your freedom and a commitment too. Really beautiful energy, Sagittarius. So now we have Capricorn, King of Pentacles, who already looks fine anyway. But again, world's upside down, or perhaps needing closure regarding something, or maybe he's dealing with a Pisces. Maybe the King of Pentacles is dealing with a Pisces and a Scorpio, since he's looking at Scorpio, maybe, but he's dealing with Pisces reversed. Looks like Capricorn and Scorpio are really the only ones dealing with just, being workaholics right now. So let's see what's coming up with Capricorn here. Oh, there you go. You have the confusion, the maze. Trying to figure out your way through. Like I said, you're trying to figure out Scorpio. You don't get him. You want to know what makes him so happy. He's in the juicy center, and you're like, how do I get some of that? It's really funny. Okay. There is some wise guidance around you here on how to get through this, how to navigate through getting to the vortex there. Maybe you're somewhere where you do have to literally go through a maze, which is actually fun, and you get a few tips from the wise old owls at the gate, and then you have to figure out your way through. So it could just be a game that you're playing, but you're coming up as work-related stuff. Maybe you're on a motivational retreat type of thing, trying to see your way through, or just trying to navigate through at work, trying to figure out the different personalities. How do we get everybody on board? How do we get everyone here where you want them to be? And you may be bringing in motivational speakers to speak to them on how to, figure these things out, how to motivate them to get where you want them to be. And again, you're looking directly at Scorpio. And there is a gift here. There is a gift here. So if these are motivational speakers, it's a gift. These could be twins. They could just be two wise old people who've been around a long time, who have some really good things to share with you. Or this could literally just be, a couple brings you some flowers as a gift for helping them get through something, maybe a thank you or a thank you note. And then we have the ship here that's kind of ungrounded there. This also could be a spaceship, maybe a gift of seeing a spaceship. Maybe you saw a UFO. But this is like that energy of pie in the sky, because it's not grounded, there's no anchor, and also there's no water, you notice. There's nothing for it to anchor into. You need water, you know, for the ship to sail. Otherwise it's stuck on this rock with the water really low. But remember, water in the human body is like ultrasound gel. There's no conduction to the outer realms, to your higher self, without water. So maybe you need to drink more water, or maybe you need to, maybe you can't go out on the lake because the water's too low as well. There's a spiritual lesson in this, and there's some spiritual maturity happening with you, Capricorn, here regarding this. And it looks like it's in connection with Scorpio as well. It's helping you grow up in a certain way spiritually. Yeah, and actually spending more time in nature as well. Making sure to ground really well before you put some ideas out there. Or maybe you're getting more spiritual advice here. You could be going to someone you could be looking to go get a read, which isn't something typical of Capricorn, right? If he's the man in charge, especially a guy Capricorn. But you may actually be considering getting a read done. The underlying energy is the moon, which is Cancer, needing to handle things with kid gloves very carefully. Somebody might be getting their nails done. This could be getting, these little covers for your nails, the nails of your pets. But actually, this is also coming up as subconscious energies coming up, bubbling up to the surface. And again, the mid-cycle of the moon, which was the 17th, and then the 23rd is the full moon, so around the 30th would be another mid-moon cycle. So this also could be nighttime, but by the 30th, we're going to be out of Cancer anyway. We're going to be in Leo. So this is showing for you that Cancer season's over. So that's actually going to be good for you. Okay. So that's Capricorn. Remember, your world's been upside down, or maybe you've been needing closure about something, or dealing with a Pisces and a Pisces reversed and a Scorpio upright. Scorpio can be reversed too. But he's coming up here, is working very hard into the night. Perhaps with a little mouse friend. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Aquarius, again, is standing up for themselves. But this one is in negative self-talk, whether this is Aquarius or somebody else around you. Again, you're connected to all these other air signs. So all of the fire signs, as well as Taurus and Gemini, Aquarius, you may be dealing with. So you might be dealing with a big crowd. All right, so for Aquarius, this can be, lying, spying, negative self-talk. This could be spreading rumors. This is the most immature communication of the deck. So it's just in general, immature communication. Perhaps you got exposed by a Libra. Perhaps the Capricorn's ignoring you because they don't have respect for you. And let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Why does Aquarius have the Page of Swords reversed? That could be bad news as well. But we have the Sun. Oh, you're dealing with Libra here, and they're exposing your lies. There you go. So whether this is you or this is your child, okay, with the Page of Swords reversed, this is definitely Libra's energy. He's right here. Unless you're on vacation together and we're dealing with COVID and shedding and all that kind of crap, there could be issues coming up between you and Libra regarding this. Maybe you're not agreeing, or there's somebody in your space that's not playing fairly. Maybe some bad food that you had on vacation. But this either is a kid complaining, or you complaining, or bad news or lies are exposed. But somebody's standing up for themselves, and you're dealing with, again, someone who doesn't respect you. And then over here is Pisces, who's looking back at the past and realizing they missed those lies that you were telling, or this person who's associated with you was telling. But you're definitely connected with Libra there, Aquarius. Standing up for yourself, or they're standing up to you. There's a big mountain to climb after this. Okay? There may be an anchor that was cut here. Somebody might be cutting ties here publicly. The bottom of the deck is the Power Lady. She's looking out to see what's coming. Maybe having expectations about the loving man. Okay? So he was being loving, but he looks like he's looking back at the past not at her. Like they don't really look like they're looking at each other. He's looking back at the past and she's looking forward with expectations. And this was Aquarius. And then something was fully exposed regarding a snake and a big block or obstacle to climb. And somebody might be cutting the anchor, just getting out of there, whether it's you or the other person. That's what I'm getting for Aquarius. And then we have Pisces. So again, Pisces is looking back, going back, or living in the past regarding the powers that be and justice for all. You're dealing with the King of Cups reversed. Again, there could be a very detached water sign male or any sign male who's depressed or drinking too much, emotionally unavailable, or perhaps he's crying a lot. Maybe he's lost someone. So why is Pisces dealing with the past right now? Why is Pisces dealing with the past? Okay, we have again the confusion, navigating the maze. But it ends up being a blessing in disguise here for you. Regarding lots of talk, remember there's power in numbers here. The gift of gab may actually help you navigate all of this, because you may hear things accidentally that are going to be the key to you getting through all of this, or understanding other people's perspectives, because everyone has to go through in their own time. You can't force someone to go in your lane. You know, everyone has to take their own time in getting to the center of the vortex, which is the now moment. Everyone's got to just enjoy the journey along the way. Okay, but this looks like a gift for you, even though it feels uncomfortable. If you're confused, it may be a gift. It could be a game, a gift of flowers from someone perhaps. Maybe dating is a maze for you. Maybe you're dating multiple people and trying to figure out what's best for you. Getting a gift and talking with the girls about it or the guys about it. It's like you're assessing all your past relationships and the gifts they've given to you and what wasn't a gift. And what you want to get the opinions of your friends perhaps, because you want to know how many people actually agree with you on certain things and don't agree, maybe to help you figure out what you really want going forward. But you're really doing a review, assessing what it was about the King of Cups reversed that is affecting you. So that could be a relationship, but it also could be like a father, you know, how it affected you growing up. Regarding the powers that be and being inspired, and then what is justice for all in the end. And the bottom of the deck here may be needing to burn bridges or build bridges back up with someone. Okay, you had this beautiful energy here. This could be someone you really loved, was really a soulmate to you, or just a really strong connection. This could be to a father that you thought was birthing something new, delivering something new into your life. Perhaps you were thinking about building a future with them at the Y in the road here, with things looking up. And then the bridges were burned, right? Maybe you thought it was bridges to great places, and then it didn't look so good anymore. All of a sudden it was desolate. And then you were confused. I don't get it. It was so perfect, and then it wasn't. What happened? But it was a blessing in disguise, with power in numbers and figuring things out. Perhaps going online and socializing with others to see what their experiences were, so you can kind of identify or clear your thoughts on what you understand really happened. Maybe other people can see it a different way that you didn't get. And that might help you in your future relationships. All right, so that was from the Lenormand Reverie. I'm going to pull some cards too from the Rider-Waite Mini for everyone. Now remember, Pisces, you also could be related to Cancer here with the fire energies, and perhaps all of the air signs as well. Maybe just have a lot of air sign friends. Let's see here. All right, so, and Leo is looking at Virgo, so you could be traveling to see a Virgo. Like I said before, Capricorn is definitely checking out Scorpio to see what they're doing. And anybody else? No, everyone else is kind of in their own world. Virgo's kind of looking back at, this energy is anyway, that's in Virgo's field, is looking back at Leo, kind of maybe Not sure if they want to talk to them or not. Here, Taurus, these could be mother and daughter or mother and son over here. So Taurus could be the mom and Aquarius could be the child. They're both reversed though, so they could be very much alike. And so let's go back to Aries again. Aries has the 10 of Swords reversed. And we got the 2 of Cups coming out with the Ace of Cups reversed. This could be tears of joy in coming back together with somebody, and you are going into bliss, so that definitely makes sense for you. Okay, so let's roll the die and see what comes up for Aries. All right, Aries, you have Mercury, you have Pisces, and the number 11, which is Justice. Truth and balance, which we also have justice for all in the end here. So you may be affiliated with why everybody gets justice in the end, Aries. Okay, so again, you had 2 of Cups and the Ace of Cups reversed. I mean, this could be getting dumped, someone agreeing to disagree and then dumping someone or sweating it out. This can be one or the other, either tears of joy or being fine with coming to an agreement and then dumping each other. Okay, so either way it works out fine. So it could be a divorce here, but it would be then on good terms, agreeing to disagree or not actually agreeing to break up, or tears of joy of coming together. Taurus, oh, that just came right out. The 3 of Pentacles reversed, issues at work, whether it's issues getting along with other people, financial issues, third-party interferences at work, and then we have the Page of Pentacles upright here, which could be a new employee, a new project, a child, a student. That could be an intern who's following you around, who's maybe getting on your nerves for Taurus. Okay, and let's see what else is coming up. So you got a lot of work stuff here regarding time, money, and energy or finances. But you could be dealing with somebody new or a new project. It's irritating you. Okay. This is for Taurus. You have Aries, so again, you may be dealing with Aries, which is right next to you. And then you have Pluto, which is profound transformation for Taurus. And again, number 11, just like Aries. So you're definitely dealing with Aries energy as well. Okay. All right, so let's go on to Gemini. So Gemini, you are not sleeping or you're trying to rise above, you're awakening and coming out. Gemini, why do you have the 4 of Swords? All right, here's you. The Devil, okay, it's temptation, codependency, the ball and chain, defenseless to the energies coming in or feeling attacked or ganged up on and wanting to start over again. So you're definitely going through something here. Really wanting to start over. Like you're not bored anymore, that's for sure. You can't sleep because you're dealing with some kind of temptation here, whether it's an addiction, an ex, right, that you're connected to, or something that's just so tempting you can't let go of it, and just feeling defenseless or having no excuse, but wanting to start over again. Perhaps with a Pisces or a divine feminine, or, you know, here we have Capricorn and Pisces here for you. So trying to rise above, wanting to complete the cycle. Their cycle is complete, but needing to rise above and feeling defenseless and wanting to start over again. You're not sure if they're going to accept, like here where you're standing up to everybody, you're not sure they're actually going to accept what you're standing up for. So it's still kind of the jury out. What's Gemini getting here? Okay, we have 11 again, which is justice, truth, and balance. We have Aquarius over here. And then we have Saturn. So some kind of restriction or responsibility that you need to take care of regarding Aquarius and the number 11. So 11 can also be November as far as timelines are coming up. Let's see what Cancer has here. So the Six of Wands reversed for Cancer. Feeling like a failure, under the radar, doing things under the radar, or, doing things like, just to get attention-seeking behavior, and this just dropped out. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. This could be someone who's being stubborn, who has no balls to get up and do something. This could be someone who doesn't have to work, somebody who doesn't want to work, someone who's disabled or on strike. But there's no movement there, and someone's bringing a choice to them. You got to pick one of these. This could be a parent with a child too. You can't just stay in bed all day. You have to get up. I'm giving you a choice. You can either have this or this, but that's all the choices you have. So you're dealing with saying this to yourself, or saying this to your kids or a partner, or someone who won't face you, and someone who won't take no for an answer. They're saying, or this is just someone trying to get you to come out and talk to them. Maybe they hurt you, and this is you being stubborn, not wanting to talk to them, but they're not taking no for an answer, which may be good. We'll have to see. We got a Queen of Cups over here. Not taking no for an answer. They're both hurt. Okay, that's for Cancer. Whoops. I'm going to do that again. You had 3 in Mercury. All right, we have Taurus over here for you. We have number 2. And we have Pluto again, profound transformation. Number 2 could be mediating, very feminine energy, and then Taurus, dealing with stubborn, obviously. That definitely came up. So dealing with someone stubborn on a one-on-one relationship that is going through profound transformation. So here is for Leo. Let's see what Leo. It's for Leo. All right, we have Libra here for Leo, and Neptune, very dreamy energy. Also Pisces, and then again the number 11, which could be November. I'm also getting Neptune of the ocean, so maybe at the beach, because we have water here as well. So let's see what's coming up for Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay. This is the energy that Gemini has. So you could be dealing with a Gemini Leo who is not sleeping well, or just needing to rise above, perhaps numb, levitating, and or awakening, coming out about their awakening, finding peace with it. This is somebody implementing a new plan. How, this is you reaping rewards of hanging out, vacationing, or retirement, deciding what you want to do with your money, what you've built up. And this is then implementing that new plan. Perhaps there's a lack of sleep regarding this. Maybe you're really nervous about implementing this new plan. But you are finding peace with it. This is going to set somebody free. I'm getting someone's knocking at the door again, but for this, I don't know why. Somebody's ringing the bell. So whoever got that before, I don't remember who it was. You're setting somebody free. And you're headed towards Virgo, so it could be trying to set Virgo free. Any of these other ones? All right, let's go to Virgo then. Virgo. Okay, we have number 1 for Virgo. Very masculine energy, the Magician. We also have Mercury, which is Virgo's planet. And then we have Pisces, which is Virgo's opposite axis. So very compatible energies there, except for the number 1, which isn't your typical. You're not usually the lead. You're more of the support. So why are you in the 1 right here? This is for Virgo with the Temperance card there reversed. So impatience. Cards all over the place. They just fell in my lap. 2 sets of cards. We have the Hangman reversed, which is an awakening, an idea or ego. And then this bunch came out. Let's see what this is. The 6 of Wands reversed. Again, the energy of Cancer. So you definitely could be connected with Cancer. And there's Cancer. And then we have a losing battle over here, or ending a fight between Capricorn and Cancer, which are on each other's axis again. This again was Cancer energy of doing things under the radar, or feeling like a failure, attention-seeking behavior, right? Egotistical behavior to get attention with a Cancer perhaps, or vice versa. the Cancer's doing that to get the attention of the Capricorn, and in a losing battle or just wanting to end the conflict. And there's a Queen of Swords coming up there too. There we go. Queen of Swords talking to the wounded warrior who's being very defensive. Okay, and that's coming up between, let's see, Virgo and Cancer, but the Queen of Swords comes up here too, but she's was upright and now she's reversed. So whatever that is, those are the signs that are coming up involved with that for Virgo. So now Libra has the Sun upright. That came right up. Okay, implementing a new plan, which is coming up, I think it was for Leo. Again, to set somebody free, so you could be trying to set Libra free over here. And this is Libra getting free from having to spend their last dime or getting out of fixing something up or making amends with something. Something's exposed, which sets Libra free, and it has to do with Leo. Leo implementing a new plan to help Libra get out of something. Seeing synchronicities, heaven in their eyes, lots of choices here for Libra. Setting them free. Free from someone who's very jealous or somebody that you rejected. Okay? And that could be at work. Look, there's a jealous Scorpio at work. There's Scorpio right next to you working. Did you free yourself from a Scorpio? Or is there somebody else that you rejected? But they're working with Scorpio here. It doesn't have to be a Scorpio here. That can be anyone rejected. Maybe they rejected you and now you're free from them. Okay, oh, there's an Aquarius coming up. So it could be an Aquarius too, or an announcement that was made. Okay, so Scorpio, what's up with you? Oh, I didn't roll the die for Libra. Libra. We have Cancer, Mercury, and the number 9. Is that 9 or 6? 9. It's 9. So the 9 is the Hermit in Virgo in September as well. We have Mercury, which again is that Virgo-ish energy, and the Hermit there. So, and we have Cancer. So Scorpio may be very tied in with Cancer and or Virgo energies. And that could be you being a hermit in a lot of communication and dealing with family-oriented energies right now in the sign of Cancer. So Scorpio, oh, that came right up. The 2 of Cups reversed. Oh, that's the opposite of what Aries had. This is not seeing eye to eye, but because of this, like standing up for yourself and not agreeing with someone, maybe they respected you more for that, and that actually brought in an offer of love from the King of Pentacles reversed. I told you they were staring at you. Look at that. That's so funny. So he was reversed. Not sure that you would accept this. Their cup of love there, or an offer, a big offer. Maybe they were really unsure about it. Well, either which way, you're upright now. The Capricorn's upright now. It doesn't look like you agreed with this. But it's not working this way, it's working this way. So here you are not agreeing, not seeing things the same way. Or maybe you just didn't get a chance to talk face to face. And then the King of Pentacles offered something really positive here. This could be condolences also if you're going through something where you lost somebody or just something bad happened at work and they're offering you their condolences or their feelings about this, not feeling good about it. But now he's upright again. Maybe he just wants to make sure you're okay. There's 2 who are related. This could be a father and child. Maybe this could be a father and child dealing with each other at work. Or making amends. The father could be trying to make amends with the child. Or this is someone who's taking on someone they work with, like a father and a son energy, wanting to offer love to someone who feels rejected, perhaps. I'm not getting it, even though these are both reversed, I'm not getting something negative about it. Or maybe these 2 didn't know what to make of Scorpio over here. Maybe they just felt bad for him because he was going through something, they didn't know why, and so they offered their friendship here. Maybe they're kind of scared to approach them. But this could be Scorpio too. I feel like that maybe they're feeling like they know each other because they're kind of in the same boat. They have the same type of personality. Maybe other people don't normally understand them, and they're really bonding in a certain way, in a father-son kind of way. It could be a relationship, but it looks like more like a father-son relationship thing. It actually feels nice. Maybe the King of Pentacles stood up for him at work. Or maybe just didn't understand something. Or just very disconnected. Maybe he needs to explain things face to face and not do it over the phone, or to make sure they understand. There could just be a misunderstanding in communications, but it looks like they really want to help them understand something better. So you could be working late just to try to work through something and understand it better. And again, dealing with the King of Pentacles reverse, which could be you. You could feel like, you feel like you feel disappointed in yourself because you didn't get what they wanted you to get. But they're not upset. They just want to make sure you're okay. It's very interesting. And you're dealing with very hermity energy here. And just that energy of Cancer, which makes you feel moody and, introverted. So, it might just feel a little bit of sadness coming on right now, or feeling unworthy a little bit. And maybe just need some time alone because you've been around too many people. Because I think that came up for you before. So Sagittarius with the 8 of Swords. Sagittarius, which came out good in the end. This is some kind of separation, divide, or needing to cut through the BS and find the truth regarding messing up, what happened, or somebody who tripped and fell, breaking patterns, dropping the act, right? If you're pretending to be something you're not, somebody's trying to cut through the BS, whether that's you or somebody else around you. There could be someone who's very broken, and that could be you, especially if you were in jail. Feeling very broken. This could be a car accident as well. Somebody getting hit by a car. I got hit by a car when I was jogging, so I definitely can relate to this. This is like trying to get to the truth of the situation, on what actually happened, right? Because it's your word against theirs. So that definitely could be a car accident, which is why you went to jail. Maybe you got jailed and they were wrong about what happened. They didn't see what happened. They didn't see face to face. There was a disagreement here. I don't know if the fight happened, but now there's some love being offered. So this is coming up into what Scorpio is dealing with over here. So Scorpio and Sagittarius may be dealing with something. Sagittarius may be feeling imprisoned, feeling really guilty about Scorpio. There may have been an argument, someone trying to make up for it afterwards. The King of Pentacles, Capricorn, tried to make it better. So maybe there was some kind of disagreement or fight between Scorpio and Sagittarius, and Capricorn, stood up for Scorpio. And so Sag may be feeling guilty about it. But Sag's energy really turned around too and worked out in the end. So let's see, Sagittarius. You have the Sun, Aries, and the number 7. So 7 is July, which we're in now. You may be a little bit headstrong there, Sagittarius, which may be why you had something going on with them. But you're also dealing in the group here. So you may be like the group ganging up on the Scorpio over here. And then the boss defended Scorpio. Okay, because you're dealing with all these other signs. All the fire signs, which can get really rowdy right when you're together. And then we also have Taurus, Gemini, and Aquarius, and some negative energies here. Yeah. And also there could be just that these two are the bosses. This is just a younger boss or more of a middle staff person. So, this could be the employees, or the kids at camp, that kind of stuff. They're all kind of ganging up on you, but you're the boss. That sometimes you get to feel left out. That's just the way it is. Oh, there we go. There's the Emperor. So we're just going into Capricorn. So let's see what else is coming up. Look what came up next to it. Yeah, so here's Capricorn, could be the Emperor, like I said in the beginning, and then here's a Page of Swords next to them, which could be this Aquarius energy. So let's shuffle again, see what comes up. There could be two swordsy energies there with the Emperor. These could be people coming in to complain to the Emperor. Maybe they were kids complaining, or employees complaining, or messages coming in, like too many messages to deal with. Okay, and then maybe related to the Scorpio energy as well. So let's see what's going on with that. Capricorn, you have the Nine of Cups reversed, unhappy or not satisfied, not getting your wish, regarding perhaps a new student, a new project, manifesting, learning quick enough, and there's Scorpio. So again, so there's some kind of issue with the King of Pentacles and Scorpio energy, although they're both upright. So I don't feel anything major wrong, but just someone who's new and maybe struggling a little bit, and maybe Capricorn's not quite satisfied, or maybe this is Capricorn taking another look at what really happened regarding the Scorpio energy, or a near-death experience perhaps, okay, or just someone being dead tired and they can't function. This could also be a child between, you know, getting between two others. Like, this could be like a child who's actually doing all the work, and then makes these guys look bad. That could actually be Scorpio doing all the work and making these two look bad. Or this is just Scorpio really tired but making this one look bad. But again, there could be heartbreak or sadness here, or feeling stress in their heart. Separation. Maybe they're feeling homesick. You know, this could be a child feeling homesick as well. So that's what the Capricorn's dealing with. Did I roll this already? All right, so this is for Capricorn. Capricorn has the North Node, which is Gemini, with the number 3, which is good luck, coming together, socializing, and then Aquarius as well. Okay? And that could be by the water as well. Maybe you're dealing with water and Gemini North Node, and the 3, which is Gemini too. So Capricorn, you could be dealing with like the Gemini energy of those swords coming up to you, the page and the knight that were coming up to the Capricorn. So you could be dealing with Gemini, Aquarius, and maybe 3 is a crowd, 3 is company, whatever it is for you. So let's go to Aquarius. Aquarius, why are you the Page of Swords reversed? What kind of trouble were you causing here? Again, here's the reason for the unhappiness of the King of Swords. All right, so if this is the King of Swords with the Page of Swords reversed, or the King of Swords was acting like a child over here, really immature, and it was exposed, because that could be you, or this could be the King of Pentacles over here, who was very unhappy, dissatisfied with the behavior here. And then we have a child who's doing very well here, like this is your perfect student over here. So it must be you who was the problem over here. Let's see what else is coming up here. And again, this is the same energy with Scorpio. So definitely Capricorn, Aquarius, and Scorpio are dealing with each other, and Sagittarius probably as well. Sagittarius probably got in trouble. Aquarius may have gotten a warning, who was being really immature. So this could be the Page of Swords, and this could be the Knight of Swords. And then the boss here was in the middle of this, defending the Scorpio over here. Okay? Because this is the one who's doing a good job. That's the Scorpio energy coming up. So they could have Scorpio on their chart, or just they're really tired. Or maybe they had some kind of near-death experience. But again, somebody's very unhappy, dissatisfied. It looks like the boss here. So it looks like a little situation happened. There may have been some heartbreak too. Maybe somebody caused them to cry because they're just a really hard worker. You know, not like other kids. Maybe this is, like I said, it could be middle management type energy. Somebody ganged up on them, you know, people who are really immature at work, or kids. All right, so for Aquarius, why are you being immature? We have the Sun, we have the 8 and 69, which is Cancer, which is being very moody. Cancer season right now. We have the 8 of the power, like wanting to be in power or feel like you're more in control. And then the Sun, maybe the Sun got to you. Maybe you're out in the sun all day and it got the best of you and you just ended up being immature here. Or maybe you got bad news that was exposed by Libra here. It doesn't feel like bad news though, but it feels like a power play. Okay, so let's go to Pisces, looking back at the past. So actually, if these two are related, this could be another child of hers. These could be two people that are her kids. These could be, maybe these two are getting divorced or divorced, and these are their two kids with the father. Okay, Pisces. Pisces has the 6 of Swords reversed, no peace, with the Queen of Wands, who could be pissed off, and with issues at work, not getting along at work, financial issues at work, or third-party interference at work, and no peace. So this could be you, Pisces, with fire in your chart, or somebody else you're dealing with at work. And the King of Swords, who could be a boss, someone who has to, make the rules, who has the final say. So you could be looking back at not being, maybe he's not satisfied with somebody, or you're not satisfied with his decision on something, or he's not satisfied with you, but there's definitely issues with dealing with people at work, whether it's him or getting the support of a boss here as well. That's what's coming up for Pisces. And also coming up, someone doing a really good job here, even though it's dissatisfying, or maybe he's dissatisfied with somebody's work, even though they did a really good job and don't understand why. And again, there's that Scorpio energy. So again, not feeling like it's fair, or looking back at the past to see how you could change things to make them different at work. Maybe getting someone to listen to you at work. And again, for Pisces, this could be your energy at work, where this is your boss over here, and this could be someone who's not necessarily, making it easy to work with. Let's see Pisces here. And again, you could have Scorpio up here that you're dealing with. Whoops, let's do that again. All right, so you have Saturn here, so some kind of restriction going on. You have the 9 as well. Is that the 9? Yeah. Yeah. So it's hermiting, or an ending perhaps. And then we have Libra energy here as well. So again, somebody exposing the situation around you. Maybe you're dealing with someone, you're looking back at a situation, perhaps with this really immature person at work, and a boss, and you being middle management perhaps. Maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio too, or maybe you have Scorpio in your chart. But this is you looking back at something and trying to figure out what the problem is with the King of Cups reversed there. And or the Page of Swords reversed. You could have more than one problematic person you're working with. And maybe these two aren't helping and they're the bosses. Or maybe you're one of the bosses too. But you're dealing with Cancer over here, under the radar. And this could be the Cancer. Maybe this could be the person you're having a tough time with, a Cancer person who's a male. Or you're having a tough time under the radar getting him to support you. But again, this read for everybody is about being inspired, getting that fire started or lit under you. There's the power players, the powers that be, the Emperor here, the controls. This can be political as well, and then there's justice for all in the end. So again, the Aries, about in your face, getting things started, pushing you to go, and then coming in with the Libra to balance everything out after, making the chaos with the Aries. Okay, so one last card from, we'll do the energy deck for everybody, and then that'll be everything. Remember, we have Pisces connection over here to all of the earth signs. So you could be dealing with Sag reversed, Queen of Swords reversed, and the King of Pentacles. Maybe you're just working in a job where there's always a lot of people around, dealing with a lot of negative earth energies in Cancer season right now. All right, so we're going to give a card to everybody. First for Aries. This Aries energy for the end of July. We have 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, which is the crown chakra, which is great. That's the 41 of the Ace of Cups. Self-love, spiritual love, new love. And you're definitely experiencing bliss here. There's definitely some graduation energy for you here, or perhaps a child is graduating. But again, maybe dealing with divorce or disconnecting from establishment, which can be this person here who's finishing their schooling up here. So disconnecting from the establishment. All right, let's see what is coming up for Taurus. Taurus, end of July. Oh, there we go. Angel of Balance, 48, walking away within and just wanting balance. After the world's been upside down and perhaps some negative news or being negative self-talk, finding balance. So this is the focus right now for Taurus. What about Gemini? What's Gemini's advice? Gemini's 2 cards coming out here, Happy Family and Angel of Strength. So the 4 of the Emperor, and she often comes up as the Empress, but the Emperor with the family, and then the having strength, being the angel of strength of the family, rising above even though you don't have sleep. Maybe they're not agreeing with you, right? Because Gemini has you standing up to the group, and this is you putting yourself apart from the group and allowing them to be happy and being happy on your own, even if they don't agree with you. This is you learning to be strong on your own. Okay, Cancer. What is the advice for Cancer? What is the advice for Cancer here? Cancer. 31. The door to value. What is it that you value? Do you value money, time, energy, love, relationship? What is it? Make sure you know what you value, because you may, I guess, be presented with that choice in the near future. And for Leo. Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. You have the Temple Path. Number 12 is the Hanging Man. Wisdom, seeing new perspectives. And you are finding that. You're learning how to go with the flow and be more peaceful. And this is the Temple Path, wisdom. So that's really nice for Leo. And this is what the next card was. Very spiritual. So Leo's getting more spiritual. What about Virgo? What's Virgo's advice? Angel of Love. Just love yourself. Virgo, that's your only advice. Connect with your heart, your inner child. 49 is the Get Your Wish card. Okay, then Libra with the Sun. Why does Libra have the Sun here? Whoa. A whole bunch of cards there came out for you. You have the Angel of Strength too. And now Gemini had that, but you also have attachment, taking off the mask, and financial constraints. So the need to be strong and remove the mask, right? Maybe you don't believe in wearing them, but you're wearing them because you're being forced to. It's also causing a financial drain. Maybe at work you have to pay for them if you have your own business. So yeah, you might need to stand up for yourself and be strong. Expose the issues at hand, that you don't have the finances to support this, and this may be what you need to stand up to the family, right? Because that was coming up with Gemini. Remove the mask. Whether this is using mask or removing your own mask, and making sure they know who you are, even if it means that they separate you from the group. This could be not just financial constraints, but this could be feeling emotionally or spiritually deficit. You know, it's like making it known, you know, your true feelings, removing the mask. And if you feel emotionally or spiritually depleted, you need to let them know that. How are they going to know if you pretend to be something that you're not? Even if they don't agree with it or don't like it. Up, and there the happy family had come out too. So again, you're very, Libra, you're very connected to Cancer in that way. Wasn't it Cancer? No, not Cancer, Gemini. Because Gemini had the power woman in the family. Like, you need to separate yourself even. You need to learn to be happy with yourself even if the group doesn't agree with you, whether it's the family or whatever. Okay. All right. Scorpio. What's going on with you, Scorpio? We have envy. And that's like the dark mother energy, the Wicked Witch of the West. 20 is judgment. Scorpio, are you being judgmental? Or someone being judgmental to you? So this could be your own envy of someone else, or someone else is envious of you, which is why you're having a hard time. It's like allowing the sun to shine through even when there's this kind of dark energy around you. Allow yourself to enjoy no matter what others are going through. It doesn't matter. You can still find the joy in the sunshine and the birds and the fruit on the table. Right? Find your joy no matter what dark energy is around you. Right? If someone wants to be nasty and envious and mean and spiteful, like this immature energy here, that's their issue. Don't take it personally. What do they know? Okay? Just walk away from it. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay. 43. You got the man holding a coin, Sagittarius. I told you you're getting out of this. Your cards were showing you breaking through this anxiety. The man holding a coin, which could be Capricorn right next to you, and that was coming up as related to you before. So this could be this person who's going to help you out, who's going to get you out of jail free or help you out of your jam that you're in. Okay? Whether that's you, oh, look, could be a father and son energy too. Okay? The father's like, what did I do now? What did I do now? This could also be a son who's going out on their own. They're not going to ask for anything from their father anymore. That kind of energy. It's like to stand on your own Sagittarius without Capricorn's help. And then Capricorn. Capricorn. So, and these were coming up as his children, so that could definitely be Capricorn. 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 All right, that's the same as I think Virgo got. The door to value. Make sure you know what you value. So that could be an earth thing going on here. Make sure you know what is important to you. So when the opportunity comes, you'll know what you want. Okay? And the second chakra is coming up here. So it could be some creativity or sexual energy coming up here, and you need to know what's most important to you. For Aquarius, why do you have the Page of Swords reversed, and what is your advice here? There could be anxiety there. There could be a child with a lot of anxiety. Happy family is important for you. You need to feel that security of the happy family. Okay? Or maybe appreciate the happy family that you have. And then now Pisces. Pisces. You have the woman holding a heart. Okay, Pisces. Definitely, really, I don't feel like you're living in the past. I feel like you're really just looking back to see how you can make things better with this King of Cups reversed, unless that's you. How to make yourself feel better, how to grow spiritually. But you are definitely a woman holding a heart here, or you're dealing with a woman holding a heart. The 44 is the Four of Cups, grounding, integrating, and mastering of love, especially receiving it, allowing yourself to receive love. You have strategy here too. Maybe you need to journal. You know, put down your feelings to complete the cycle. Okay. And then graduate. You have the graduation here too, which was coming up for Aries. Maybe you have Aries in your chart. So you could be graduating, whether it's from school or from a job or from a cycle that you're in. Maybe this could be a diploma and someone really very much into their heart. But again, this could be just needing to discover more about yourself and to write it down. And the bottom of the deck is caring connections overall. Okay, I hope that was helpful for you guys. Make sure to drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature, and follow, not my feet, follow your true self, your true north. No matter what anyone else says, you're the last word on everything that's going on in your life. Take a deep breath and rise and be loved, guys. I'll see you soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.